morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to be talking about comparing fractions using one method, which is called the butterfly method. This is one method that you can use. It is not the method that they teach you in your math book, but it is a method that is a little bit quicker and faster when you are only having to compare two fractions. Remember, we are comparing fractions this week that have unlike denominators, which means the bottom numbers, for example, here in 3/5 and 6/8, fifths and eighths are not the same size. Eighths are cut into much smaller pieces than fifths. Okay, so when your denominators are not the same, or your numerators are not the same, then you absolutely have to find another way to compare them or to find out which one is bigger or smaller. So again, when we do comparing, we use these symbols: greater than, less than, or equal to. And today I'm going to teach you a method that we call the butterfly method. And you can see I drew a little butterfly here because we end up drawing what looks like little butterfly wings. So let me show you how we do that now. When we are comparing, here's what we do. So here we have 3/5 and 6/8. And I want to know which one is bigger and which one is smaller. So what we do is we basically draw wings. So I'm going to start with this one, and we go across. And so I have 3 and 8. And so what you do is you take 8 times 3, and you put up 24, right? And now I'm going to do the same with the 6 and the 5. I'm going to draw a big set of butterfly wing. And I do the same, 5 times 6. And make sure you write it up at the top. 5 times 6 is 30. And now I have two new numbers to compare, 24 and 30. So now 30 goes with this, 24 goes with this fraction. Now I can clearly tell who is greater, less than, or equal to. So here we can see, now I can see that 3/5 is actually less than 6/8, right? 6/8 is the bigger fraction. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to put in the less than sign. Or as you guys would say, the alligator mouth is then eating the bigger fraction. Okay? Let's try another one. Let's come on over here. The next one that we have on our chart is 9/10 being compared to 5/8. Again, unlike denominators, so I can't directly compare them. I can't say, oh, he has 9 pieces and he has 5, so he has more. I'm not sure because the sizes of the pieces are different. So let's just go ahead and draw some butterfly wings. All right, 10 times 5 is 50. So I have that. And then let's do the next set of wings. And 9 times 8, think on it, is 72. And I'm going to remind you that this is why practicing your multiplication facts is really important, because you use them in everything. Okay, so now I can see that indeed, if I have 72 here and I have 50 here, that 9/10 is actually greater. We're going to put in the greater than symbol. Okay, let's do this one. All right, I'm going to have you pause the video, write this down, and then pause it, and I want you to practice one. 10, 12, 5, 6, pause. Okay, so here we go. You should have drawn a butterfly wing here and come up with 60. And you should have done a butterfly wing across here and come up with 60 again, because 12 times 5 is 60, and believe it or not, that makes these two fractions equal. Okay, these are actually equivalent fractions. And here comes our last one. Okay, I would like you again to go ahead and pause and write those down. Okay, you should have gotten 3 times 3 is 9. 2 times 4 is 8. So indeed, what we find, and I hope you found, is that 3/4 is greater. So we would say 2/3 is less than 3/4. Okay? Your book is then going to be asking you to compare 3. There are times you are going to need to do a different method, but that method comes next, where we try to make the denominators the same, okay? Where we have to find a way to make these both the same number, okay? Where we're gonna find a common number. We're gonna put them both over the same number, okay? So you can't just be saying out of 6 and 12. We're gonna find another way where maybe we put them both over the same number. All right, but that's for another video. Again, comparing fractions, butterfly method.